I never thought I'd see the day when David Dobrik is getting hate comments in his most recent video. David Dobrik is so big that even with all this hate, it doesn't make a dent to his like to dislike ratio. And I don't want this video to come off like if I don't like David Dobrik, because the title says David Dobrik just got canceled. And literally on the channel, we make fun of people like getting canceled because that's such a Twitter thing to say and it's annoying. But some of these accusations are legitimately creepy and weird, and I wouldn't make a video on it if there wasn't proof. The thing is, people have came out and talked about it. This isn't just a random rumor on the internet. And I noticed that that's where a lot of people are arguing on this situation. It's this mindset of innocent until proven guilty or believe the survivor. It's this thing where you have to pick a side, but you guys let me know what you guys think after. I'm literally gonna provide everything in quick and easy manner. Seems like no one is talking about this besides Ethan from H3H3. Anyway, let's just get straight into the video. I just wanted to make it clear that I'm not a David Dobrik hater at all. So recently on the Frenemies podcast hosted by Ethan Klein and Trisha Paytas, there have been a total of 3 people that have spoken out against David Dobrik. That being Trisha herself, BigNik, and Seth. All of which used to be in David Dobrik's vlogs. What David Dobrik is being accused of is SA, which right there, I'm gonna kind of blur it because I don't want to get demonetized, but you can read it. Bullying and putting clips in his vlogs without people's consent. So first we're going to talk about the clips without consent. So Trisha Paytas and Jason Nash were dating, in case you didn't know, and they would be in the vlogs frequently, and Jason and David would have this ongoing joke where like Jason wants to have a threesome with Tana Mongeau, who at the time was 18 or 19 and Jason Nash was 44.
If you can get Tana to have a 3-way with me, Trisha, I'll buy you a Ferrari. I'll do anything. I'll be your slave for a year.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Which is kind of weird. Trisha made it vocal that she was like, I'm not comfortable with this. That's my boyfriend. Can you please not include that? And actually, Trisha Paytas and Jason Nash both called David to tell him that he doesn't have consent to put that clip in the video and that they don't want it in the video. When the next vlog comes out, well, there's the clip.
I was like, no. Jason says no. I'm on the phone with David at 2 a.m. He posted his vlog anyways. It happens. I'm like crying and bawling my eyes out.
And apparently after that vlog came out, Trisha called David and he just said sorry and moved on. He also said that he has a history of offering people money when they call him and they're like, yo, please don't use that. You don't have my consent. He'll just offer them cash.
And they begged him not to use it. Like, you can't use that footage. You can't use it. He like said, I'll pay you like $1,000 if you let me use it. And they're like, no. And they're like, I'll pay you 5,000 or whatever. And like, okay, fine. But they like, people have expressed like that they don't want it in the vlog, and he'll like have to either, sometimes he'll take it out. I've seen him take it out. He's never taken it out for me. Or he'll like say, I'll pay you or something if I can put it in the vlog.
She also says that when a clip of her saying that she supports Trump or something surfaced on the internet, that he wouldn't film with her, which again, it's his decision, whoever he wants to film with, but that he would force her to stay in the car. So I guess like the whole group of friends would go out somewhere and he would just be like, Trisha, stay in the car. Probably not that vocal.
What does that mean he would tell you to stay in the car? Like you would go somewhere?
Yeah, like we always went around like.
And everybody would get out and he would say,
Yeah.
stay in the car?
Yeah.
She also brings up Jason Nash hanging out with 8-year-olds, which I literally thought was a joke when I was listening to the podcast, but I looked it up and yeah, Jason Nash has collabed with literal 8-year-olds.
Hey guys, and welcome back to The Vibe Crew! Today I want to introduce you guys to a new member of the Vibe Crew. His name is Jason!
Yo, what's up? My name is Jason. I love TikTok. I love
No, that's actually creepy, bro. What I want to say is my opinions on these people has changed. That's what I'll say. Take this from a person that would genuinely listen to their podcast views on my bed once a night, you know? Just seeing things from a different perspective. Anyway, that was Trisha's side. I summarized it. You want to see everything with the links and the timestamps, it is down in the description. So next we have BigNik's story. So BigNik made an appearance on the H3 podcast speaking out against David Dobrik as well. It was not only David Dobrik, it was actually the whole vlog squad. So when BigNik called in, he said that he just wants to make everyone aware that he chose to disassociate himself from the vlog squad and that he wasn't kicked, because there was a lot of rumors that he was just kicked from the vlog squad, but he wants to make it clear that no, he wasn't. So BigNik is accusing David Dobrik of bullying and enabling bullying. So in the vlogs, anytime BigNik made an appearance, it was always short jokes because he has dwarfism. A lot of people say that, yeah, he was okay with it. And yes, BigNik was okay with it. But the thing that is messed up here is that once BigNik made it vocal that he doesn't like the dwarf jokes anymore, David Dobrik stopped putting him in the vlogs.
Yeah, I basically told him like, dude, I don't want to make these jokes anymore. And he was just like, okay, like that's fine. Like he was chill about it, whatever. And I knew by saying that I wasn't going to be in the content anymore because I didn't want to like get made fun of. Like it was just like, all right, like I respect that, bro. And then that was that. And it wasn't like,
Oh, that sounds up. I gotta actually interject. You said, yo, I don't want you to make fun of my height anymore. And he's like, okay, well, there's no point of having you in the vlogs then.
That was kind of the
That doesn't seem
message
very...
that I got.
So to BigNik, it seemed like David Dobrik only used him as someone to make fun of in the vlogs. Because once BigNik was like, yo, please don't make fun of me, David Dobrik's like, yeah, okay, I won't, but you won't be in the vlogs anymore. BigNik did say that David Dobrik did apologize to him. So in this situation where BigNik is allowing everyone to make fun of him, make jokes, when BigNik would go out to the public and get recognized by fans, he would get made fun of by random people on the street about his dwarfism.
It also got to a point where people would recognize me in public, and then they would make jokes like about me, and I'm like, dude, like, I don't know you. This is weird, you know? So
like, what kind of jokes? Like,
just like making fun of my height and stuff, and just because David did it. And
he also says that the vlog squad would talk badly about each other. They would just be toxic when another one isn't around. They would even talk bad about David, which is pretty weird considering he's the leader.
Because I knew a girl that was hooking up with one of them, and she would overhear conversations of people in that group talking badly about David when they weren't around, or when David wasn't around. And I'm like, whoa, like, that kind of was like, they're even gossiping about the leader. Like, that's crazy to me, because it's like, oh, they're for sure saying stuff about me when I'm not around in their group chat. Or
basically, BigNik is saying it's messed up that David just stopped filming with him once he said he's not cool with the dwarf jokes. And then we also have Seth, which is the worst case out of these three. It's actually disgusting, bro. Please hear me out before you have any opinions on this story in particular. It's legitimately weird. So first, Seth makes an apology to the black community because every time he would appear in the vlogs, it seemed like it was just some racial skit. Like, he would open the fridge and watermelon would fall out, or Alex and I think Zayn were doing blackface. They were doing blackface with like Nutella, and Seth was there to like make light of it. I don't know. You'll see. I'm putting the clips up on the screen right now. But basically, David would use Seth as this excuse to make racist jokes. And I'm assuming if anyone would point it out, they would be like, oh, there's a black guy in on it. That type of mentality. So that's already one accusation. That's not even an accusation. It's true. I mean, he was used as an excuse to make jokes like that. The real weird part is, by the way, guys, David's management team removes this video from anyone that uploads it because, you know, they don't want this on the internet because it's a really bad look. But I was able to download these videos, but they will be blurred. So you guys are going to see just a blurry mess. I hope you guys can make it out, but I will leave a link to the actual videos in the description. In the description are reactors that reacted to the video. I don't know why that isn't taken down, but you can watch the full videos like that. David did this prank on Seth where he told Seth that he was going to make out with Corrina. You know Corrina Kopf, right? The hot gamer girl that was Tifu's ex. He told Seth that he was going to make out with Corrina, and Corrina was going to be wearing an old man costume with the mask included. And Seth was like, yeah, okay, Corrina's hot. I'll kiss her. I'll make out with her. And then David says, oh wait, we need to put more padding on her. So let's go to the bathroom. And then he puts more padding on her, but he just switches out Corrina with Jason Nash. So then they go on the couch, or he brings out Corrina and they start making out. Seth not knowing it's Jason, thinking it's Corrina. So at this point, Jason starts making out heavy. Like, it's really awkward to watch, and then reveals that it's actually him.
Going on for a decent period of time. And after Jason pulls off his mask, and I realized that, you know, I just was touched by someone that, you know, I did not, you know, consent to having their tongue. And I'm sorry, it is a little bit hard to kind of like talk about this because like this situation, I know a lot of people because also I'm a man coming out about something that's like a sexual battery, sexual type of situation.
Seth says that at that moment he was just traumatized because he didn't consent to kissing an old man. He consented to kissing Corrina. And a thing that people say is like, you can't confuse a 6-foot Jason Nash for like a 5'7" Corrina Kopf. You know what? I don't even know if that's a good argument. So time passes by, and David does the same prank on Seth again, where he gets him to make out with Jason Nash. Bro, again? That is some weird stuff from Jason too. Not only is it weird for David to do that to his friend, like imagine if your friend told you were gonna make out with a hot girl, but then you realize it's a 40-year-old dude. It's weird, and that's literally messed up. He does it again. And in this second video, David provides a clip of him telling Seth that what he's gonna do. And in the clip, Seth says, how do you expect me to consent to something that I don't know what's gonna happen? Which isn't a direct I consent, you know? it's not a yes. So then David does this crazy prank. He sets up a fake commercial. He emails Seth that he's gonna be in a commercial. They hire a fake crew, fake cast, everything. So the day comes and Seth's ready for the commercial. And for a scene, he was required to make out with the Sasquatches because it was for beef jerky. And as he's making out with a Sasquatch, which are dressed like women, I think, I'm pretty sure, David Dobrik comes out with the camera. Seth realizes this is a prank, and Jason Nash takes off his mask, revealing that he is Jason Nash. And obviously, David's getting tens of millions of views on these videos, that's embarrassing for Seth. The views is not embarrassing. That's impressive. That's super impressive. Imagine being Seth in that situation where all your friends and family see you get pranked, but you're making out with a 40-year-old man. Honestly disgusting. That's when Seth calls David and he's like, yo, please remove these videos. It's bad for my brand. Like, it's traumatizing and embarrassing. David just offers him money to keep the videos up. Seth's like, no, literally delete the videos. David Dobrik doesn't delete them. He just makes them unlisted, which means the only way to watch them on his channel is if you have the link. So for that fake commercial, Seth was offered $2,500. So then after the whole prank, and after he makes out with Jason Nash, he's like, wait, I'm not getting this money? And David's like, no, it was just a prank.
So they offered you $2,500, and then he's like, oh, by the way, I'm not even paying you.
Yeah. And then I was like, bro, you have, this isn't even just
my jaw is dropping.
And by the way, that's not even that much.
Oh, he can definitely afford $2,500.
It gets worse because Seth says they even called his family and he's like, yo, I'm gonna be in a commercial, like I'm making it big time. And then you just get harassed by Jason Nash and David Dobrik. You can argue that it's Jason Nash's fault because Jason's the one that's voluntarily making out with Seth. And again, David shouldn't be allowing this, bro. He should not be pushing for this. I wanted to see both types of opinions on these situations. So I went on the David Dobrik subreddit and that's where the super fans are. I saw a lot of people bringing up something bad that Seth did, and basically Seth shared a video of Erin, which is also in the vlog squad, saying the N-word while drunk, and apparently she was naked in the video, and that was during the whole Black Lives Matter movement. So Seth shared that video of her naked and saying the N-word just to probably say, why are you doing this? I don't even know, but he shared it on Twitter and everyone was just mad at him because he shared that video without her consent. I don't know. It's like in the subreddit, everyone was just discrediting Seth because he shared that video of Erin. So automatically he's not believable. By the way, I'm not justifying what he did because sharing that without her consent is wrong, but I just don't like that the fans use that to automatically say, oh, Seth's a liar. That's the point I was trying to make. So what I'm trying to say is that situation with Jason Nash making out with Seth without his consent, you can't tell me that's not disgusting. And I try to see everything from an open mind. If you are trying to make out with someone and you think it's a hot girl, then they take off their mask and it's your 40-year-old friend, that's traumatizing. And Seth says that it traumatized him in the podcast. He even says he moved states at one point because he just wanted to get away from everyone reminding him that it happened. And it's just weird that Keemstar isn't picking up on this, or Philip DeFranco, or any of these major news sites. It seems like David Dobrik literally is untouchable. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm not a David Dobrik hater, nor am I a Jason Nash hater. But I do think they should be held accountable. Seriously, guys, let me know what you guys think. I'm genuinely curious as to what you guys think, and I hope you guys watched all the way through. I hope David Dobrik stans didn't just see the thumbnail, dislike, and leave. If I make a video on something, it's gonna have some context and it's gonna have my opinions in it. I think it would be cool if David at least acknowledged everything that happened. All right, I'm gonna end the video and I'm gonna make a final statement. Final statement is getting your 40-year-old friend to make out with your other friend without their consent is weird. That's it for this video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. I will see you guys next time I upload.